welcome to the Welch review.
Good to see you. So Sam, what are we talking about today?
So today we're talking about, like, it's not Bizarro Superman, it's BrightBurn, you know what I mean? So...
Oh, so we're going to Kansas?
Of course.
Is BrightBurn close to Smallville?
You know, I don't actually know if Smallville is real.
Oh.
So, or BrightBurn, for that matter. That's probably something I should have looked up. But with that being said, obviously this movie is basically just like evil Superman as a child. Mm-hmm. It's the same kind of plot, you know. Spaceship crash lands into Earth, and the cargo is a baby, and then some farmers adopt a kid, raise him as if he's a human, but then he gets powers, and instead of being like a good dude, he's like, all of these people suck and they're gonna die.
Yeah.
With that being said, with that brief synopsis, what's who do we got as far as like the technical aspects? Who made it?
So this film's directed by David Yarovetsky, and I could have butchered that name, so my apologies. And it's actually written by people related to James Gunn. It's written by Mark and Brian Gunn. And for James Gunn, obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy, Slither, Super, right, with Rainn Wilson. So he's very big, so it seems like a whole family affair. Now, in the movie itself, you have the parents, right, Elizabeth Banks and David Denham, who is Pam's ex-fiance from The Office, Roy. So clearly he got kicked out of Scranton and went to start a family in Kansas.
He's not working in gravel anymore.
Yeah, he's not. So. He has a farm now.
Yeah, he's a farmer.
And partially it seems why Pam is not with him is because he could not produce offspring.
Yeah.
So,
which is why he had this.
Then they pray to the heavens, and the alien gods above rain down little baby children named Jackson A. Dunn, who plays...
little baby children falling from the sky. Praise the Lord.
so Jackson A. Dunn plays the son, Brandon Brayer. Right, so they definitely play with that superhero trope of alliteration of the Brayer family, and yeah, that's really the main people. So like, just like how in the beginning when Clark Kent, right, like the Superman storyline, right, he felt ostracized and out of place, you know, but he always came back to that, I have a sense of duty and to do good.
Yeah.
Where this kid like retreats inward and is like, they say I'm different, they say I'm bad, and then like, he starts doing some messed up stuff.
Yeah, and then he becomes the bad boy, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
then he's like, killing people. Yeah, so basically, there's some conflict in his life. And we're not going to give spoilers, but there's some conflict going on. And then he starts to develop his powers right around that time, and his parents obviously never told him that he was an alien.
Right. Which seems like something, you should maybe... do?
Yeah, or hint at, maybe. But kind of like in Dragon Ball Z, where like Goku was sent down to Earth to murder all of the humans. So it's kind of like that, or at least that's what I'm going to say it's like, because the kid's spaceship eventually starts talking to him, and the more his spaceship talks to him, the more evil he becomes. And when we say this kid's like Superman, he literally just has all of his powers. He shoots laser beams. He can fly. He flips cars with his hands casually. Yeah, so he has all of those same exact powers. So when he goes all evil Goku / evil Superman, starts murdering people, there's not a lot that anybody can do about it.
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't like introduced like any sort of weakness like kryptonite or anything like that. But it seems like this is something...
I mean, there is, right?
Oh.
There is one thing. So he's not allergic to anything. He doesn't have a super allergy like Superman, which is honestly, in my opinion, one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Like, oh no, I'm allergic to cats! The cat villain! You know what I mean? Like, obviously that's not Superman's allergy, it's kryptonite, but he, the only thing strong enough to cut him is the metal that his
the ship is made out of. Okay.
So that's all that we're gonna say on that subject. But
spoiler.
Yeah, that's his kryptonite.
You know, but it definitely seems like there's room for this to, you know, possibly be a franchise. And you know, there are some cutscenes toward the end, right, that are definitely important that I think open a door for sequels to continue, because we're introduced to Brandon as, you know, a young man, or not even a young man. He's like 12, you know. So
yeah,
it's like
boy.
There's time to see him progress. You know, if he becomes the ruler, destroyer of worlds or whatnot, you know, so they have a lot of room to expand the story with that. But like Yarovevsky, if I'm saying that right, David, if being more formal, you know, it seems like this was shot in a very like small scale. Like it's a big scale movie, but like it's very.
It seems like it was pretty cheap to make. Not that it was cheaply done.
Right.
But like, yeah, there's probably like all of 10 actual characters.
Yeah, like key people.
Yeah.
You know, and like the amazing Elizabeth Banks and David Denham actually do very well done. But like Yarovevsky David, he shoots things in a very like nice way, right? So there are a lot of nice pans. There are a lot of focuses on just characters in a room. Right, it's very tightly made. You're not a lot of cutscenes here, there, everywhere. Right, he takes his time in pacing.
Yeah,
you know, which is nice, and he builds up on terror. Right, like there's a scene where there's this woman who works at a diner, and she can't seem to figure out what's you know, attacking her. Right, and you kind of have an idea, but like it builds slowly. It's not just like right in your face. You know, so it definitely lets you see the idea of what could happen if Superman wore a darker shade.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is definitely intended to be a horror movie, and while it wasn't, like, scary, like, I don't think it was scary, but it was, you know, it was good for what they were doing.
Yeah.
Like, so the idea of like an evil Superman obviously has already been done, right? Even just in the DC comics, they have Bizarro Superman, who is just evil Superman.
Well, even if you look at Superman Red Son, not saying like he's evil in that, but like he is made the enemy of the United States.
Superman Red Son is friend of common man.
That's right. So like it's painted as if he, you know, he were to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
So
could he be a bad guy?
Exactly.
So like, even that one is a nice guy. Like, he's a good dude.
You know, he has ideals and he's not a bad guy, but it's all how you paint it.
Yeah.
You know, like if he's not, I think it's cool that you're suggesting though a monster can be, you know, born and raised here, like in the United States. You know?
Yeah, man. Of course. I mean, look at our president.
Yeah.
Haha, there goes half our viewership.
We want Bernie.
Anyways, so, basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is not exactly a scary movie, but it's a well-done film, and you will enjoy it if you watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a 10 out of 10, but like, I don't know, like a 8?
Yeah, it's at least a 7 or an 8. You
Yeah.
know, we don't really do, like, we don't do
like
rankings.
numerical scale,
But like it's a solid movie. It's a good watch, especially like the superhero craze is definitely something I don't think we're ever going to get out of, because now you have like, you know, independent, lesser known heroes being adapted for like Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, I'm sure in the future. But like, you know, Marvel and DC have an abundance of characters that haven't even scratched the light of day. So, you know, it's cool seeing these writers, you know, toy with an idea that's been tossed around for years, and now it's finally, you know, out there. And the fact that like James Gunn produced this and like they're related to these guys seems like it was a conversation they've probably had, you know. So it's like, and he's now kind of part of DC because he's doing the revamp of the Suicide Squad. So it's like, yo man, here's something we
enjoy this, family. Take it quick.
Yeah. So
yeah.
You know, I think the key out of this is just don't go to Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas is a bad place if you're afraid of aliens.
Yeah.
Anyways, this has been the Welch Review, and we appreciate you coming to watch.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, man. Bye.